Today's date, September 10th, 2023. Week 1 has just concluded. Patriots, Eagles, a New England Patriots loss 25-20. Came down to the wire. The team fought, but we came up short in the end. Gut-wrenching stuff and just really disappointing, but really some good stuff and some bad. Just disappointing in the way it ended for us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm pretty exhausted. That was honestly, as a fan, it was kind of mentally draining, and it's the same shit, different year. It's since the Brady era's ended. It's they dig themselves into a hole, they come back, and they just fall short, and it's just the same thing, different year.
I know football is back though, and New England Patriots football is back. But I feel you, the amount of emotion that I put into that game, I've put a lot of emotion into anything else in my life in a long time, and it really did drain me. I stood up at the end and I felt pale and I almost collapsed.
Yeah, I know.
Keyshawn fucking Butte should have put his second foot in bounds.
I'm sweating. I sweat through my shirt during the first half. I mean, Butte though. What is he doing? What is he doing?
You don't think the first time he did it?
What in God's name is he doing?
You don't think the first time he did it, they brought him over to the sideline with the pad and were like, "Hey, Keyshawn, it's the NFL, bud. Any sideline catch, you got to drag both feet." Come on.
And here's the thing. So let's start in the first quarter, okay? Honestly, when that first quarter happened, I thought, okay, this is gonna be Mac's not that guy, right? But I didn't think that. Part of me was saying that, and when we went down 60-0, I'm like, shit, we're in for a long one. But I mean, they battled back.
Pick six. The fumble on Ezekiel Elliott was just like sweet serenity, like not fumbling a whole year in Dallas, comes over here. You know, part of the reason we signed him is for pass blocking, which he did
reliability,
and not fumbling, which he did. They get the easy field goal off the fumble, pick six. Other than that, we win the football game. But it's not an if, ands, or buts league. It's it's a show up, don't make mistakes league, and we made some crucial ones. Bourne should have fucking wore gloves, and he probably wouldn't have tipped the ball. And Ezekiel Elliott should have taken the arm sleeve off.
And on that throw, Mac has got to make a better throw. Like that was just not a good throw.
Agreed. Or just not make the throw.
Yeah, just not make. But it did not a good throw at all. I'm not making excuses for Mac. Did hit the receiver in the hands. So Bourne, you have to like somehow try to make a play. And Bourne, I thought was excellent. He had one crucial drop in the fourth quarter where it slid between his hands here.
The two receivers were there. Made it seem like it was kind of went through the receiver's hands, but he just straight up dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, frustrating stuff. Not sure I thought the play calling and the structure was like an NFL offense, but
I agree.
I'm still kind of shocked at some of the play calling. Like the screens, it's 3rd and 12. This offense is not good enough to have a penalty. It's just a drive killer. It's 3rd and 12. Let's throw a 3-yard dump out screen to Zeke, who has no juice left in his legs to go east-west. He's only good north-south. And then it's 4th and 8, and the offense simply is not good enough to be living in the 4th and 8 area all year long. So,
yeah, putting the drives together as an offense, play calling was great, but in the big moments, all big moment plays were just everything kind of felt a little bit off. It felt like they were calling the plays a play too late, like the Keyshawn Butte catch. Why didn't they call that on 3rd and 13? Now we're calling it on 4th 13. Like, why are we throwing downfield on the 4th down and we're doing the screens on the 3rd down? It just doesn't make sense to me. Other than that, we had the rookie showed up. Good draft class so far.
And by the way, Gonzo, 4th and what?
Him.
4th and 2?
Him. That's the silent assassin.
That's what I do. That's what he said. That's what I do.
He's the silent assassin. Him.
Yeah, I mean,
when they zoomed into his face after he made that play, and he had the fucking laser eyes. I was like,
he had that look in his eye. But I mean, Keon White was tremendous. And by the way, Dietrich Wise, get Dietrich Wise out of the starting lineup. That guy, he is a good run stopper. He cannot rush the pass. Like countless times, I'm looking for him at the bottom of the screen. The offense lineman's holding him up like this. But
any passing down, he should not. Uche, non-existent. We didn't see him enough. I feel like he didn't get a chance to get into rhythm.
See, the thing with Uche's, which I think the coaching staff is doing, he's a great pass rusher, but he doesn't know how to contain the quarterback. He always runs
Yeah.
past the quarterback, and you can't do that against Hurts. But I thought the defense was unbelievable. How about Jabril? Came in like a
Oh
heat-seeking
God.
missile, dude.
Dude, that's the
Oh
play we
my
needed. We
god.
needed to score. Like that was like the fumble. If we scored a touchdown on that, like
Yeah,
it would have been game over. Like that
yeah,
was a fucking hit, dude.
yeah,
That's
dude.
what you
That
need though. You
was
need players like that to make the hits.
Jabril's. He's an awesome football player. He had a couple good plays. But yeah, Gonzo was good. I didn't. John Jones was. I mean, he was fine. He got burnt a couple times, but yeah, defense was great. Mapu had a few snaps in there as well.
Yeah, Mapu played good. On offensive side of the ball, Juju bust signing. Um,
Oh my God, Juju
drops the ball, and then when he makes the catch, like he's running with the ball like two hands over it, like
yeah,
someone's gonna punch it out. It's like, dude, if you're
and
gonna,
it's so frustrating. And by the way, on the last drive of the game, Douglas, who's 5'6", Butte, and Bourne, who had a great day. Where's Juju? I'm sorry. He had his helmet off on the sideline. I personally, you don't understand. You invest $8 million in there, and you're not going to put him out there?
yeah,
Instead of
no,
Butte, who can't get 2 feet in bounds.
I know, ridiculous. Good hands on Butte, but man, you got to get the feet too.
Oh my God, I
That's
know.
a late game possession stuff like that. Those fourth and longs is stuff where we're definitely missing out. Devontae Parker, we're missing him there
Yeah,
because he's the guy who makes those
yeah,
sideline plays, who has those jump ball routes. You can
yeah,
see Mac really wanted to kind of get a deep fade in there. Every once in a while, he'd put one
yeah,
deep out of bounds. Those are
yeah.
Parker balls, you know.
Exactly. And there was a couple in the fourth quarter where Max probably should have led Butte more to the back of the end zone, but he was trying. He missed Parker today. I think so. Um, let's. What are a couple more negatives we can discuss before we get to the positives?
Negatives.
Mafi and Sal.
Oh,
Good,
rookies,
fine,
rookie
fine,
guards,
fine for rookie guards, but the run blocking was just horrendous. They had
really bad.
no sort of leverage inside.
Really bad run blocking. I thought we held up. The offensive line did a lot better
Yeah,
than I thought they were going to do against that D
yeah,
line. It made it seem like they weren't playing the best D line in the NFL. It really did.
yeah,
They held
100%.
up on pass plays. They held up a lot. They were part of the reason we were in that game. Be able to pass the ball as much as we did. Again, though, vice
You
versa, the running side non-existent. There was no push. No one was there making a push at all. Non-existent.
Yeah, and I do want to shout out Trent Brown. We were
We
we were
did.
t- we
I'm
were giving
sorry.
him
I'm sorry,
yeah
Trent.
big Trent. We were giving you were catching some flack from us a couple weeks ago. He had a game. He had a day.
He might have played. He might have been one of the best players on the field today.
Oh yeah, he had a great
He
day.
might have playing left tackle, no penalties, no one fucking got around him for a sack. Like he had a day.
And also Calvin Anderson being out basically the entire month of July and August. He was excellent up until that last penalty.
Oh, the 2-point conversion, man, that was a killer.
Oh my God! From
That
the
was
two to
a
the
killer, and
the
we
two to
needed
the
that.
12, the 2 to the
We
12.
needed that. We needed that. And going back off that 2-point conversion, which we should have never attempted in the first place because we should have kicked the field goal 2 possessions before that.
Oh
Field goal. It just almost seems like we got away from the Patriot way, and like Bill's trying to like play catch up with all like he kind of like lost his way. He's trying to adapt too much. Just take the points. There was a
I
lot of
know.
game left. Take the points. Don't think that like we had one possession left after that. We ended up getting the ball in offense 3 times after that mark. Take the
Okay.
points. We could have cooked 3 field goals and won the game since then.
So I agree with that, and I want to play devil's advocate here because Max and I off air were discussing the screens during the game. The screens are bothering us, but I'm curious to see maybe they're trying to get around the lack of juice on the outside, the lack of like I don't know reliability on the offense line. Maybe that's I definitely was part of the game plan, but maybe it was a little beneficial.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed a lot on the screens too. They weren't sending the whole line out. They would just send one offensive lineman out, like one blocker out.
Yeah,
So it could just be a lot of setup plays for play action and stuff.
yeah,
Because a lot
yeah,
of the screens also formulated off of play actions type of play. They would do a fake and then dump.
yeah, yeah. But all in all, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna take. I hate moral victories. I will take this as a moral victory.
I, oh, fuck you. Fuck
I,
you.
I
I fucking
I,
hate moral victories.
I hate the.
That was a
Dude,
game.
I'm sorry. I'm
If it
sorry.
wasn't
We
a
don't.
game we should have won, if it wasn't a game we should, I don't care about the hoorah and hoo-ha before the game. Like obviously before the game, we were the underdogs, and on paper it looks like a good moral victory. But in the moment of the game, that's a game we should have won.
100%. We should have won that game, but like I mentioned in the first opening segment, we dig ourselves into a hole, we come back, and then we fall short. It's just the circle of the fucking Patriots the last 3 years. But all in all, I want to What's your grade for Mac Jones? Full grade.
Mac Jones, I'm giving him a solid B. I think it's a B grade for Mac.
Okay.
I think there were a couple balls that could have been a lot harder thrown. He could have really tried to pump it in there. I don't know if that's just his fucking throw, but there's a lot of third and long balls where it seemed like he was just kind of floating it up in there, where he could have put some speed on it and give some guys some more time to make a decision with their legs.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't think the interception was truly on him. I thought he made good decisions after that. I think he followed the game plan. He put the ball where it needed to be. He put us in a position to win the game, and some players just didn't make plays. But he made the plays that need to be made.
Yeah, and the arm strength issue, to be frank, he doesn't have the strongest arm in the NFL at all. But he's extremely accurate. He's smart, and maybe he just doesn't trust the offensive line, like stepping up into the pocket and delivering a dart to the outside, like an out route for 10, 15 yards.
Yeah.
But all in all, I'd probably give him a B minus just because that first quarter was a friggin' disaster. He had happy feet throwing the pick six, but B minus. But I did. The game slowed down for him the second, third, fourth quarter. I thought he played a pretty good game.
No, definitely. He threw the ball 51 times, 300 plus yards.
Yeah.
And that's all you can ask from the guy. But definitely a major improvement. He looked like a quarterback from last year's team. Like this game would have been his best game he played all year of last year, and we're in week 1. So without our number one receiver.
And I thought he did a pretty good job scrambling too. Honestly, he had a couple two scrambles I think were there, pretty good rushes. Other bright spots on the offense. I thought Hunter Henry is just a good. He's a good football player.
And Gesicki only had 3 catches for like 30-something yards. But other than that, if you notice the blocking that Gesicki put down, no flags on Gesicki for any blocking. Hunter Henry did have a 1 holding penalty. Wasn't really a holding.
Was not.
It was kind of a bullshit call. But still, nevertheless, it was called. Gesicki put down some fucking blocks in the inside run game. Or more so on the outside when people got to break it outside. But
he's a little corny, but I like the way he plays. He brings juice. Like when he had that first down, I think maybe in the second quarter, he's like gritty, and I love it. You need some of that.
Get ready to see Gesicki get some more touchdown passes because in the red zone, he was pretty much on the field most of the time. And he ran a lot of seam plays. Like even on the Kendrick Bourne touchdown, they did a double move seam on the inside. Gesicki's going to get that ball 9 out of 10 times. Mac just put it out because Slay got beat. He slipped on Bourne.
Yeah. And other than Bourne, I mean, the first pick was a little bit his fault, but more Mac's fault. And then the drop at the end of the game. He had an unbelievable game. How about him being in Patricia's doghouse last year?
Yeah, I know.
Like
Bourne is a dog.
He's a good football player too.
Yeah, he is. Bourne's a dog.
But yeah, I mean, all in all, I mean, Rhamondre, I bet they're just easing him back in after he was sick. But I thought he had a good fourth quarter.
Yeah, he did. He really slow start from Rhamondre. He got more involved in the passing game. Open field, the guy just makes plays when he's in the open field. He makes people miss. Franchise. He gets those extra yards.
Franchise, that's what they call him. Franchise.
Zeke, I thought we threw the ball to Zeke way too many times, but I thought Zeke did well on a short notice, coming in, playing to him. Well, besides the fumble, which was...
Yeah, and Pop Douglas, he had a couple good catches, I thought.
Yeah. Need to get him in space.
Yeah, exactly. There was one screen pass where the play design was a disaster. It was his fault, so he went backwards. But get him in space, he's pretty good.
In space doesn't mean like throw him a screen. It means get him on like a hitch route or something where he can move move to the open spot, make a play, and then runs for some yards.
Exactly. But yeah, I mean the offense all in all was better than I initially thought, but still, it's just not good enough, honestly.
Red zone offense was poor. What it
4?
came down to. Yeah.
You think Matt? I think Mac had 3 touchdowns in the red zone.
Yeah, but other than that, we should have had more touchdowns. Maybe not in red zone, but maybe we're on the other side of the field. I
Yeah,
think that
yeah,
offense as a whole, we could have scored the ball much more times. We just ended up in 2 4th-down situations
yeah. No, I know.
where we didn't decide to kick field goals, but
Yeah.
better than last year. I agree. I mean, we scored on the red zone, but
What's your grade for the Patriots offense? Then we can move on to the defense.
offense, I would give them like a. I mean, you're only putting up 20 points, so I'll go like a C
Yeah, I was
because
gonna say
2
C.
turnovers. Offense, defense kept us in the game. Offense had a chance to win it, didn't win it. Had the 2 early turnovers, which ended up inevitably lost us the game. But we came back, and the offense was the reason, and we had a chance to stay in the end.
Completely agree. And I mean, now let's move on to defense. Like, imagine how those defensive guys feel. Like the last couple of years, dude, they just ball, and the offense just freaking they just shit themselves every fourth quarter.
I know. The defense balled out,
bro. This defense is actually going to be insane. Insane.
I know. We played a very accurate quarterback, or a quarterback who does not take risks. When we play a quarterback who's a little gunsling happy, we're gonna get some fucking interceptions.
Oh yeah, like honestly, like
Hurts does not put the ball in difficult situations. He's very smart. Kudos to him, but like he just doesn't do it. He doesn't throw a lot of interceptions. If we play, when we play fucking Josh Allen
next week, we play Tua. Oh, it's on Tua.
Tua went off. Him and Tyreek
did go off.
Him and Tyreek went off.
Tyreek had a day. That he's a cheat code.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Bill draws up for him next week.
Tua, it's on site, brother. When we see you, you better run from Keon White. But that defense is so fast. They're so much fun to watch. And they did a great job on Hurts. I thought they missed contain on him a couple times, but all in all, really good job. And I'm looking forward to seeing them play a pocket passer.
Yeah,
they're gonna get after that QB.
I hope we don't see Godot and Barrymore out on the field a lot, though, as someone who can shift around again, because they just look slow. Like, I get it. We need him there to, like, stuff the run. Barrymore can get up the quarterback. But, like, other than that, like, against Hurts, like, he gets away from guys like that in, like, half a second. It's like, why the fuck are they on the field if they're not going to rush the passer?
No, I know. Keon White, great game. Judon was a little quiet. He had a sack in the beginning. Defensive line, fine. I thought the linebackers. I thought Bentley had a game. That guy was all over the field. Just a leader. But yeah, I thought the defense played awesome
as well. Favorite moment of week 1. My favorite moment of week 1 was Hunter Henry on the 4th down, one-handed catch. Does a one-handed little bobble, takes it in, gets the first down on the 4th and 8. I think it was. I thought that was fucking awesome. Kind of fired me up. Nothing really amounted to it from it, but like it was kind of like a moment like, holy shit, he made the catch. Like, great catch. We don't usually make those catches in New England. So it was fucking awesome to see that.
Yeah, I mean, just Hunter Henry. Like I said, he's
what was your favorite moment of the game?
I think it's gonna be Gonzo saying, "That's what I do. That's what I do."
The 4th and 6. Yeah, 4th and short.
And then I'm just yelling like a buffoon. That's what I do. That was awesome.
Yeah. Honorable mention was Jabril Peppers absolutely hit-sticking Jalen Hurts. Lifting him up on his shoulder. Ball come flying out.
Jabril played really well, I thought. Like, he was around. Man. Oh, he was around the ball a lot, too. Yeah. But looking forward to the Dolphins next week. I think the offense showed some progress, and hopefully we get Strange and Wenu and Parker back, and then we go.
It's going to be a division game. It's always going to be close. Key points, I think, next week are try to minimize damage that Tua and Tyreek can do together. So if we can minimize Tyreek, don't let him get the deep balls, make him run with it.
Yeah,
I think that'll be a big key to the game. And then also just get after Tua. We need to have an elite pass rush. If we can do those 2 things on defense, I think we can hold them enough to where we'll score some points.
Yep.
And then key points for offense, I would say no turnovers, no sloppy turnovers that result in the other team scoring. If we don't do that, if we do that and we can control our game, we'll put the ball into the to our side of the field to either kick a field goal or score a touchdown.
Yeah, like with our schedule, like we've got such a difficult schedule. You can't turn the ball. I mean, like you just can't turn the ball over. We're not good enough to overcome those mistakes. Error-free football will be good to go.
Oh, that's why this one would have been so sweet. Just knowing the rest of the schedule we got the rest of this year, being able to take a 1-0, just steal a game like this. This is a game we could have stole too, and it just hurts, and it just makes next week even more important, and the week after that even more important. So,
yeah. I mean, let's not discuss this Patriots team. Let's discuss Tom Brady's halftime ceremony. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't impressed at all. I mean, what did you think? It was pretty cool to see him.
I thought it was cool when he took the jersey. I thought he was. So I was watching with my roommate, and he was like, "Man, you think Tom would even just like wear something Patriots?" Because he was sitting up there talking to RKK. Just a normal blue T-shirt, and I was like, "Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe it's scumbag not wearing any Patriots stuff." I know. And then he came on the field and took his shirt off. He was wearing his game-worn jersey.
Yeah,
that was pretty sweet.
It was pretty cool to see him run up and down the field, but
kind of gave a little forever, I'll forever be a New England Patriot. No, you won't, buddy. You left us to go play for the Bucs.
Yeah, exactly. The only true Patriots: Edelman, McCourty, and Slater. Yep. Those three.
Jules! Right up there on that wall.
Yep. D-Mac, the captain. But yeah, disappointing week 1. We're on to week 2. It's only week 1. Mac, you got to carry us, brother.
Yeah, Mac, brother. He definitely, I mean, kudos to you, Mac, because, you were able to put up those points with your supporting cast, which is really nothing. But I think having Parker back will be huge. I hope Parker balls out like we know and we've seen him ball out.
Honestly, the supporting cast it's comical. It really is comical. You see these other teams and these guys are so explosive, so just great football players, and we're rolling six round receivers out there that can't keep their feet in balance.
You know who would have been nice to have in this game?
D-Hop.
He would have been nice. He's over schmucking it up there in Tennessee with Tannehill through 3 interceptions.
Did you see Tannehill today? That was bad. That was really bad.
I know. Really fucking bad. Really bad.
But yeah, the 1:00 game's not great today. Not great.
They looked like they could have amounted to something. They were all kind of close at halftime. But other than that, nothing. Jimmy G took the win in the Mile High against Sean Payton and Russell Wilson, 17-16.
Jacoby Myers balled out.
Jacoby Myers balls. Starting to think maybe it would have been nicer to have Jacoby Myers over Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yep, I'd say so. I think
maybe.
So. I mean, yeah. No, I was thinking that before this day even occurred.
I was hoping Juju would have came out and broke one off and it would been that's why we got him, but
he doesn't look explosive. I don't know if it's his knee. He just doesn't look explosive.
Yeah, he looks like he was just a catch and drop to the ground guy. But
yeah, disappointing week 1 though. Man, oh man.
Disappointing the result, but there were things that the team could build on. It's just really that pick 6. If that doesn't happen, then we win the game.
And the fumble.
Pick 6.
That's 16 points off of.
I know, but the fumble.
Turnovers.
Yeah, it was. Oh well.
Yeah, well, it's right. On to next week. It's all right. We'll be back.
Onward and upward, New England Patriots football. Even though we start off disappointing week, it's great to have New England Patriot football back.
Yeah.
No matter what happens in life, year after year, there's one thing you can count on, and that's the fucking Patriots coming to Foxborough and playing a fucking hard.